Hey guys, it's Suzy Lolley, and in this video, we're going to talk about 3 ways to make Canvas cute. And you're like, well, who gives a rip? Nobody who has elementary kids is saying who gives a rip, but just in case you are, I'm going to give you a reason and a how-to for each one, so stay tuned. So let's look at the first tip for embracing the power of cute Canvas. Number 1 is you can allow students to change their avatars. We love that. I mean, I have Bitmoji right here on as a Google Chrome extension. I am using Bitmoji all the time. Teachers love it. Kids also love the power of being able to represent themselves in a different way or a more fun way. So over to the left on your blue toolbar on the sidebar of Canvas, you'll see your account menu. When you click account, you will see the picture you've already chosen, which for kids may not have anything. But you'll go into your profile, and then if you hover right here, here's a little pencil, and it will allow them to upload a picture or take a picture. They won't have Gravatar, so we won't worry about that one. But upload or take. Now you, as the teacher, you've got the power. You have the ability to override any picture they take that is, inappropriate, weird, in whatever way. And so you can, click out of their profile. I don't have any students in this account. I can't show you that, but you can search that and figure it out. But anyway, that's how they can customize their avatar, which just is one way to make Canvas cute for little kids. Y'all, I'm going to go ahead and give credit to my Google people and to Tony Vincent for turning me on to the power of emojis for education. But then I've kind of riffed on that and come up with my own ideas and trainings. Actually, on this YouTube channel, there's a video called Pretty Up Your Online Life that has even more ideas. But for little children or struggling readers or struggling learners in general, it's really good to use emojis for both for color coding and for visual cues with little kids. You'll notice that in my module view, which is my homepage of this particular course, I've taught you in another video how to make a button-based homepage, but in this course I have modules set. And you'll notice that on every module, I have some kind of a visual cue, like Canvas is the one-stop shop, so I have a stop sign there. Or storing resources, I have a folder. Announcements, I have a megaphone. You get the picture. So it's one way to delineate just titles of things, and the way I did that was just go into the title of the module using these 3 dots, edit, and anywhere that you can write text, you can paste an emoji. If you're on a Windows 10 machine, then if you will push the Windows button and period, Windows period, you will pull up your emoji keyboard and I can put whatever I want to put there. I just click it, it goes in. You can also find like copy paste characters, another website where you can copy emojis. If you're on a Google machine, a Chromebook, then your touch keyboard under your accessibility settings will help you do that as well. Again, if that doesn't make sense, reach out, leave me a comment. I'll reach out to you and help you get some help with that. Help you get help. But what I love using emojis for is not just for a little cute picture, but also, for example, for color coding. So I'm going to go into a module about this module, and I want to show you just an example of you can organize files with the same kind of emoji too. So maybe your students know that every time they see a stack of books, this is a reading activity. This is how I've actually organized my real Google Drive that I use for personal files. But you can not just color code, but also group and organize with emojis. So they're visual cues, but they also allow you to organize like things with the same emoji. So that's hack number 2. So if you watched my video on making a button-based homepage, if you didn't, here's a clue, go back and watch it. You saw me make this very hideously ugly basic homepage just to show you how to make buttons and what they could do, how to link them. So go back and watch that video. But I'm back in the page in edit mode. So I just went to my pages. This was my home page. Let me leave. I don't care. I didn't change anything. I went back to that page. I went into edit mode. And here's your third little trick for making cute Canvas. You can actually make your page look like it has a color. Now this only works if you have a table on the page. So to insert the table, I just went up here to the table menu and I dragged down a long skinny table, but you can do that however you want. Okay. And now I'm going to go back into the properties of that table. So I'm going to click somewhere in the table, go back up here, and I'm going to go to Table Properties. First of all, I don't want it to have any border that's showing at all. So by default, the border is 1. I'm going to change that to 0. And then when I save the page, you won't see the cells that have been divided that way. And then for the color, I'm going to go over to Advanced. And it's going to ask you for a border and a background color. Well, I don't want my borders to show, so I'm just going to do a background color. How do you know? You can't just like type purple there. So what can you do? Well, every color in the world has what's called a hex code, which is one way of identifying that particular color. There's also RBG and different methods. But anyways, I just typed on Bing, beautiful landscapes, and this one's getting my attention here. Now, y'all, this is probably going to be a terrible example because this purple is really not a good background color, but I just want to demonstrate how I find a hex code. I'm using Google Chrome and I have installed a thing called Colorzilla. Well, excuse me, just did not mean to do that. Let me expand all my tabs again. There we go. Sorry about that. Picked the wrong one. That one's a funnel, not a color picker. Here's the color picker. It's an eyedropper. So I'm going to make that big again. And Colorzilla allows you to use something called a color picker. And if you hover over a color, it'll tell you what the code is for that color. So this one has so many purples. I'm just going to pick one. When I click it, it says it's already copied that code to the clipboard. So now I go back to my table properties, which I accidentally killed when I when I went out of the menu. At least you'll know it's not just you, right? Let me fix that border back to 0. Here's my background color, and then click OK. And now I have that exact color as my page background. And if I were to widen this, it would go all the way across or whatever you want to do with it. Okay, so when I click save, it looks as if, look at that, y'all. I mean, I know it's a horrible color, but look at how it looks like there's just a colored page there. And all I did was insert a table and color the background. So y'all, that's one of the coolest hacks I found out after I had trained probably hundreds of teachers. Then someone showed me that, and I thought it was the neatest thing in the world. So I hope you see the purpose in making Canvas cute. You're serving little kids. You want to have fun, but also let's engage them as well. Hope you try one of these tricks. Let me know if you did. And as always, I'd love for you to subscribe and like if you enjoyed the video. Hey guys, I put my heart into these videos, so I hope you loved it. I hope you've loved all of them, but if you haven't, then make sure you go back and watch the previous videos. I'm making playlists for you all the time. So if you're somebody who wants time savers, there's a playlist for that. If you want to gamify, playlist for that. And all of my themes of my blog. So did you like it? Go ahead and click the thumb below. If you really liked it, I'd love if you shared it on your favorite social media channel. I'm at Suzy Lolley on Twitter. And then finally, my very favorite is if you subscribe. Subscribe to YouTube and subscribe on the blog. Take care.